Okay, back with Quinn out here on our structured walk. And let me just tell you real quick what the structured walk is at S.M.A.R.T Dog School. The structured walk's a walk with rules, everybody. And it doesn't have to be really strict rules, just rules that are consistent. You know, consistent and fair rules equal a very comfortable walk. And as you can see out here, I'm walking with him right now, and I'm still able to talk to you guys. So this is a comfortable walk for me, and everybody's a little bit different. So, you know, tell your trainer at S.M.A.R.T Dog School how a walk looks for you, and they'll help you get it. But my structured walk is, well, number one rule, I don't want any stink eyeing, I guess you would call it, or reactivity that is negative towards other dogs or people. So barking, growling, even the mean looks or the low pitch growl, stuff like that. I don't like that kind of stuff. So that, yeah, it usually ends bad. You know, another dog's going to react negatively, and I know my dog's already acting negatively. So that, number one, I stop that. Number two is the incessant, and I stress that word, the incessant sniffing. You know, dogs, you know, use their primary senses, their nose. So I want them to sniff. That's actually a lot better than using their eyes and scanning. But stop, sit down. I don't want the incessant. What I mean by that is when they put their nose to the ground and it's back and forth in front of you, typically tripping you up, usually leading to pulling because they get on a track that they like, and that's let's face it, it's a little probably more motivating than we are. So yeah, I don't like the incessant sniffing, and I usually put a stop to that. Number three, and this goes more for male dogs because that's what I'm working today. Quinn is, you know, young male dog. Marking. Marking is, well, it usually leads to pulling, and that's another thing I don't like. So if I can get them to not want to mark as much, give them a chance at the very beginning of the walk, give them a chance at the end of the walk to do their little thing, check their P-mail, people call it, you know, just be a dog, that's fine. So if I take a 20-minute walk, it's 5 minutes at the beginning, 5 minutes at the end, 10-minute walk, that's sufficient. You know, that gives them enough time to do their business before and after. So again, stink eyeing, incessant sniffing, marking, these are the three rules. Now, three things that I do in the event that they don't, you know, well, in the event they pick one of those to do, you know. So let's say they start incessantly sniffing. I got to have a way to tell them that that's not what I want. So, and I've got a leash and collar on them. What I'm doing, and as this one I'm using, as you can see, I'm using the transitional leash. So I got three choices, you know, 3 rules and 3 choices. My 3 choices are I can stop like I just did and pull up on my leash. You know, we've taught the tool early in the program, and he goes into a seated position. That's awesome. That's number one. I call that a reset. So if he starts doing something I dislike, I can reset. Number 2, I can pop the leash, kind of like a sideways, either to the outside of my body or the inside of my body. Just a pop, kind of like tapping somebody on the shoulder, you know, get their attention. That's what I would do. Or my personal favorite actually is when something like that happens, usually their attention span is off of us. So I want to do what's called a turnabout, a 180, a turnaround, whatever you want to call it, where he's on my left side, I plant my left foot, whichever way he's looking, I go the opposite direction. Keep my hand still. He's going to hit the end of the leash. He's not necessarily going to like it because he got interrupted. And then once he turns and comes towards me, then I stop and pull up, reset, and go back the direction I was going. So we call that stop, pop, or change directions. So again, 3 rules: no incessant sniffing, no marking, and definitely no stink eyeing or growling, lunging, barking at other dogs or people, acting rude towards other people. Any of those happen, we can stop, we can pop, or we can change directions. And that's what we're doing today. So yeah, so that's Quinn. He's doing really good. And we're doing some tests. I'll be back in a little bit with some off leash tests. That's going to be really fun. So thanks for listening. See ya.